So there are a lot of things that you can call Vonhelton. Yeah, he's a military washout. He's a deadbeat dad. He is a social leech. But the one thing that you can't call Vonhelton is a liar. Because I have no doubt that everything that comes pouring out of his toothless mouth, he absolutely believes, without a shadow of a doubt. He absolutely believes everything that he says. Yes, he was a military hero. He was the Punisher. He is the Sorcerer Supreme. He believes all of it because he has broken from reality so far that he doesn't know what reality is anymore. It's the reason why he loves the Mandela effect. Because it allows him to hand wave every failure he's ever had. And I'm not trying to troll him because I can't. He he is he is his own troll. Vonhelton is his own troll. And I don't think he even tries to deny it. His last I Was Right video, he spent half of it with fucking spaghetti sauce on his fucking face. But somehow he thinks that him eating on camera is going to get him hundreds of thousands of views. Nah, I don't buy that for a second. Well, I actually kind of do. Because he actually believes it. He thinks that him slapping his gums together, eating his schwans, whatever the fuck, is gonna get him money. That and Article 13. Article 13 is gonna win him all kinds of money. Because the European Union is going to sue people in America on his behalf. He has won his court case, hands down. The sad thing is, he's just an old man who is driven by hatred. He hates himself for being a failure. And I get it. Like, I've failed plenty of times, and I want to point the finger at somebody. But eventually, it comes down to you. Well, in his world, it doesn't come down to him. It comes down to everybody else. Drummed out of the military, not his fault. He worked for the government in a civilian capacity. JHJ, RE3, nah, she didn't mean that back in the 80s. Not his fault. 2 failed marriages. Well, first one, the gods were protecting him. His gods. Keep that in mind. He always refers to them as his gods. They work for him. They do what he wants. Just keep that in mind. Second marriage, nah, trolls. Always the trolls. Trolls drove his wife away. Kids taken away, what, 7 times? Nah, trolls. And his mother's family. They lied about everything. But no, trolls. His kids were never found in their room with, piss and shit and, covering them. No, trolls. Just trolls. Always gets his kids back, mind you. Has nothing to do with the fact that he lives in the poorest county in Kentucky. Clay County is the poorest in Kentucky. But he's a stand-up father. Despite the fact that he has zero income. He's a great father. His kids are getting straight A's. Because of him, mind you. Every time he even mentions his kids, it's to edify him. That's it. He never tries to edify his own children. He uses them to edify him. His kids are somewhat productive because of him. He is retired, despite the fact that he's been on social income for what, 15 years? Yeah. He's a great dude. He's the reason I'm not speaking Russian. Even though he's a Cold War vet, but in his own admittance, he graduated in 82. I believe the Cold War was over in 87. When the Berlin Wall came down. So in 5 years, he stopped us all from speaking Russian. He was the problem solver. Psychological warfare didn't work. Send in Vonhelton. Send in Irv. Send in the fucking Punisher. And honestly, why even make this video? It's for the fact that, yeah, he is a disgusting human being. He claims to be a capitalist, but he is the biggest social leech. He hasn't given anything back to society in 15 fucking years. Like, Vaughn, when was the last time you had a goddamn job? You claim that everything is a gun grab. Well, no one's grabbed my gun. You claim that atheists are all socialists. I'm an atheist. And I'm more of a conservative than you are. Because I actually give back to society. The only reason your lights are on and you have an internet is because of your mom. The only reason you have food to give to your children is because of my tax dollars. So don't claim that you're a capitalist. You're a fucking parasite. And I have no problem saying that. honestly, dude, like, your days on YouTube are numbered. It's only a matter of time before you say some really dumb shit and you get booted off once again. You've already basically heralded the New Zealand shooter as a fucking hero because you hate Muslims. You hate brown people. You hate atheists. You hate liberals. You hate everyone who doesn't agree with you. We get it. And all the time, you sit there and you fucking beg for money, claiming that you're a capitalist. No, you're a fucking panhandler. You're a fucking leech. That's all I can say. If on National Atheist Day somebody had shot up Austin, you would have said the exact same thing about the New Zealand shooter. He's a fucking hero. He's protecting our fucking religious rights. Because all atheists are socialists, and all atheists are communists, and all atheists want to do whatever the fuck. And if they say anything else, they're lying. It's a very broad generalization. And it's kind of sad. Because did you know that every eclectic pagan is a pedophile? Every eclectic pagan is a military washout? Every eclectic pagan is a piece of shit father? And every eclectic pagan is a fucking parasite on society? And if they say anything different, they're lying. Prove me wrong, Vaughn. Prove me wrong. And if anyone out there like actually donates him money, find a better way to spend your fucking money. If you want to donate him $5, find a better way to spend that $5. Christ, take the $5 and set it on fire. Because if you give him $5, you are supporting delusion. That's the only way I can sum it up. If you really want to support Vonhelton, get him a goddamn psychiatrist. Because he is fucking crazy. And he is going to provoke someone to do something incredibly destructive. So Vaughn, all I can say is, get a goddamn job, dude. Quit slouching over your fucking computer like Gollum. And get a goddamn job. Actually support your fucking kids. Give them a fucking chance before they end up in the hands of the goddamn state. Because eventually, the state of Kentucky is going to intervene and say, wow, you live in a fucking shit pile with 3 kids with no income. Yeah, we can float these kids down the fucking Miami River. and they'd be better off. So yeah, Vaughn, just quit it, dude. Just fucking quit it. No. Get a goddamn job, Irv.